We are recording now.
Okay. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Straight to the Core, an in-depth, no-nonsense look at all things physical therapy, wellness, and the business of being healthy. We're your hosts. I'm Claire. I'm Mark's wife.
I'm Mark. I'm Claire's husband.
And today we're talking about...
something very much off topipic.
Not off topic. I think it's
all food related.
It's a topic for everyone.
Everybody needs food to live, and we're going to talk about food because we love food.
I know. And not... if you're thinking that you're tuning into this podcast because you think that we're going to give you like healthy diet tips...
Not today.
Turn it off.
We can do that some other time.
Yeah, but that's not today's topic.
No.
Today's topic is just food, like good food, our food.
Food.
Yeah.
All right, our first question, we'll get right into it. If you had to only eat one fast food place for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? Go ahead.
So I know it's very trendy right now. I would pick Chick-fil-A because their breakfast is bomb. And I think a lot of people out there are like, wait, Chick-fil-A has breakfast? Oh yeah, they have biscuits. No, they have breakfast burritos.
They have all kinds of breakfast options.
Yes. And they also have like some breakfast sandwiches and stuff like that. But their breakfast burritos are bomb. I could probably eat that.
And their customer service is really good.
Yes. I also happen to like their salads.
Yeah.
And their wraps.
Boring.
And their chicken. And their chicken tortilla soup. But if Mark picked Chick-fil-A and had to pick someplace else, I also would consider Runza. Oh.
Wow, that was good timing.
I know. Are that the Chick-fil-A reps being like, contact us? And obviously Dairy Queen would be, because it's close to my heart as a former Dairy Queen.
I haven't been to Dairy Queen in a long time, but since Claire is a Dairy Queen heiress,
yes,
I feel like that's not unimportant. Let's just silence this guy.
Yeah, did you want to share with the class? What?
Share with the class? No. Okay, so mine probably also would be Chick-fil-A because you've got chicken tortilla soup, you got the chicken sandwiches, you got the mac and cheese, which is amazing. The breakfast options, also amazing. Customer service is amazing.
We don't even really eat like that unhealthy when we go to Chick-fil-A, but I know that there are some people who are like, oh my gosh, the frozen lemonade or like the...
Yeah, I
think at some point we had like a peppermint shake.
Well, their waffle fries are really good.
Evidently the banana shake is supposed to be stellar. Yeah. I did have the kale crunch salad the other day as a mistake. It was given to me and I was like, well,
I mean, I do like a good Chipotle, but we're looking at $20 a shot for me at this point, and it's kind of hit or miss, and I feel like you would get kind of bored of that.
And I have on occasion eaten Chick-fil-A cold, right? Like we got something, we got too much of it, it got in the fridge, and I was like, I don't have time to warm this up. It's still
pretty
hits.
good.
Yeah, still slaps, as the kids say.
Yeah,
I don't know if they say that anymore.
If Chipotle wanted to do something right, they should add a breakfast option, because breakfast at Chipotle you would add eggs and bacon.
Correct, yeah.
Literally everything else would be the same. It'd be fantastic.
Now Runza, I will say, and I think we've talked about this before, maybe not on the podcast, but Mark considers Runza to be like the best fast food burger.
The best bacon double cheeseburger that you can get in a fast food burger.
I happen to think that a Runza with cheese.
Also fantastic.
Yep.
And their fries are fantastic.
Yep.
And their ranch is fantastic.
Yeah. And their frings, their onion rings are good.
So I think maybe 2 years ago we had best fast food.
Yeah.
And Runza was number 1, and then maybe a year ago it was number 2. Yeah. So that's a pretty popular sentiment in the clinic.
It consistently is up there with best fries.
Oh yeah, fantastic. Yeah. They do a great job. Honorable mention, you want to put something in there that we're not, but we don't go to fast food that often. We're not really.
I mean, I'm biased because of Dairy Queen, but I would sit in a Dairy Queen drive-thru.
Yeah, it's been a while, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. We don't go very often to like your standard like McDonald's or Burger King or anything like that.
Oh, McDonald's breakfast, hash browns. Oh my God.
That's
every single time.
That when we do travel, then
go to Vegas.
A lot of times we will eat McDonald's breakfast. And I don't know if you guys out there listening, watching have had a McGriddle.
Oh God.
But gosh, that is just worth being fat. I mean, it's got the syrup baked into. It's a pancake.
It's a pancake bun.
Yeah, it's a bun. It's a pancake.
All right, so here's what McDonald's is right.
Their fries.
just hold on. McDonald's produces the same product every single place that you go. Now, if you go to Hawaii, there are different things on the menu. And I'm assuming if
Polynesian breakfast.
Correct. And I'm sure if you go to different countries, it's similar. There are different things on the menu. But I will tell you, the consistency is fantastic. I haven't been to McDonald's for anything other than breakfast in probably 20 years. But if you take a couple hash browns and put like bacon, egg, and cheese in the middle, I mean, that is one of the most fantastic fast food items that you could concoct for yourself.
This is not what this podcast is going to be about, but if you wanted to eat slightly healthy, like I don't think a McMuffin is that bad for you.
No.
Because it's got like some protein. It's made with a real egg. It's got some meat on there and a bun.
It's probably a better source of meat than their actual hamburgers, but who knows?
I can't imagine being in the position that I'm at McDonald's eating McDonald's breakfast, and I was like, you know what, I am going to go with the healthier option. No, I'm going to have a McGriddle.
Correct.
And I believe you had a breakfast burrito at some point.
Yeah.
And those were pretty good.
They weren't bad. I mean, it's hard to mess up a breakfast burrito, to be honest.
I do also like when we travel. Occasionally, you know, there's like a travel snarl, we'll say, and that we're stuck at an airport longer than we anticipated. And there is something comforting about the fact that, like, whatever you get at McDonald's, if I'm like, this is really crappy, we're not going anywhere for 6 hours, I'm sitting on the floor in an airport, the fries might make it better.
It's always the same.
It is. It always.
I mean, I haven't
had
like I said, I haven't had a Big Mac in 20 years probably or more. I don't ever go any other time.
Had a Big Mac,
yeah, but it's a lot of fun. But their breakfast is really, really good. And you know what? For whatever what used to be $1, probably $1.50, maybe $1.98. Their coffee is fantastic for that
McDonald's
kind of money.
coffee is amazing.
It
Way
is.
back when we first opened up C.O.R.E, I did not take a paycheck for probably a good year and a half.
Oh my God!
I know.
Here it is.
We'll talk about that later. But to subsidize my lifestyle, because we had a mortgage.
She worked at McDonald's.
I know, that's not where this is going. Then I worked PRN at a couple of nursing homes. PRN, if you don't know, is basically as needed. So you sign up for coverage and you have no idea if you're signing up. You're going to end up working for 2 hours. You're going to work for like 8 hours. And so there would be times where I'd be like, oh man, I got to leave the house at like 6 a.m. because I have 8 hours of patients to see over the course of several facilities. The point of me telling you that is that I used to stop at McDonald's, specifically the one at the Gretna exit.
You never told me this, and you never brought anything back for me.
No, I didn't get food. I would get a 99-cent coffee.
Yeah, their coffee's amazing.
Because it was like, hey, 99 cents for whatever size coffee you want. So obviously I'm going to get the biggest size coffee. And their coffee is so good.
You know, when you have a McDonald's name and you can buy literally like a million gallons of coffee, you can buy really good quality coffee and make it cheap because it's probably a loss for them anyway, to be honest.
I don't know that coffee is expensive in the term. But now I will say also, just as a side note, as Mark has given up my secret that I'm a Dairy Queen heiress, Dairy Queen had like amazing coffee. And that's one of those things where it's like, oh, that's such a random, right? Like a fast food coffee. We do have a patient who swears like to his life that Burger King coffee is the best.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never had it.
But I mean,
when is the last time you went to a Burger King?
We have one right across from us at work, and I do not frequent it.
Not since college. And let me tell you, college was a long time ago.
I think the last time that I had a croissant sandwich was, I think I was hungover, and I think that my boss had brought it for me, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to say no. It was good, but
you know what? They used to have really good, like a chicken sandwich.
They had the little mini cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, Cinnabons?
No, it wasn't Cinnabon. But there was like miniature cinnamon rolls. You got like 4 of them, and you got the icing. That was
all right. You're getting off topic. Okay,
it's still fast food. I mean, Burger King. If you want to turn things around, bring back the miniature cinnamon rolls.
You want to turn things around? Go back for like 5 roast beef sandwiches for $5 from Arby's.
Yeah, 5 for $5. I don't think that flies anymore.
No, but
you can get like 2 eggs for $5 now.
Well, yeah, you can buy a chicken for less than that.
But Burger King did have a chicken sandwich. I think they still have a chicken sandwich like that.
It used to be very good. Like I said, maybe I should have it again. I haven't had it in years. The McRib is disgusting. It's also good because it's disgusting. Your dad likes a McRib.
My dad's a big McRib fan.
Is there any actual rib meat in a McRib?
Probably not. It's a formed pressed patty.
Yeah, it's like meatloaf, except
And it's got like fake grill marks on it.
it's not even meatloaf.
I think it's probably like
It's the barbecue sauce that tastes good.
Yeah, the barbecue sauce. And the fact
fine.
that it's on a hoagie bun.
It's probably just got tons of sugar in the sauce, and everybody's like, "Ooh, I like this."
Probably. But either way.
All right, we're getting off topic.
No. Well, I mean, it was all fast food. So yeah, I guess I would give Dairy Queen an honorable mention. I would give McDonald's an honorable mention because if I was stuck in a foreign country, if I was like kidnapped or something, and they're like, "Find your way home," I probably would eat at McDonald's.
Well, this is probably a good time to bring something up that I shouldn't bring up, but
Oh, do tell.
oh yeah, so the fact that I used to have a dowry
Yeah.
is not unimportant. So back in the old days, before we were married, Claire and Claire's family owned a Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
And
I worked at
hold on.
said Dairy Queen.
She did growing up. Like she's a family business person from birth.
Child labor laws do not apply to family members.
Hold on. As I was courting her years and years ago, decades ago, I used to receive free Dairy Queen.
Yeah, my mom's a food pusher.
Yeah, and Mom would make everything for me, and it was fantastic. And
You want a chicken strip basket?
the chicken
Okay,
strip
Mark.
basket is fantastic.
You want extra gravy?
Yeah,
Okay, Mark.
extra gravy, extra chicken strips.
You want a
toast.
cappuccino Heath?
Yeah,
Blizzard?
to go. Yes, I
Okay.
do. But anyway, long story short, when we got married, they sold the store and retired, and then I thought that my dowry was free Dairy Queen for life, but it was not, however. So I'm very upset about that still, all these years later. But
Yeah.
their
My mom
chickens,
did give us like $20 worth of gift cards, and she's like, "Hey, just test out the one out in Omaha."
but the chicken strip basket was fantastic,
Yeah.
and I need to go get it again.
Now the problem, and nobody really understands this except maybe like my family members who don't listen to our podcast anyway. We had the good mix. You can get mix from one of two vendors here with Dairy Queen, and I won't name them, but we had the good mix, and there's a very distinctive
There is a difference.
taste difference.
And the difference is one's more expensive and tastes better, imagine
Yeah.
that, and the other one's cheaper and doesn't taste as good.
Correct. Now there used to be another place here in Omaha that did have the good mix as well, but I don't know if they still do. So I'm not gonna take that secret out. But maybe we need to take a field trip.
I could do a chicken strip basket today, actually.
I'd like a blizzard. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Okay.
It could be like -5 degrees out, and I'm still gonna eat some ice cream.
Well, it's cold today, so. All right, so this is a secondary follow-up question, not fast food related. If you were going to die tomorrow, not by my hands,
Questionable.
what is your last meal? You get one entree, one side, one drink of your choice, unlimited, and then one dessert. Go.
I don't know if this is just sticking out. Well, okay, I will say the salted edge bread plate.
The salted edge has the
very, very close C.O.R.E.'s.
Circo's
Focaccia bread.
is amazing.
Yeah. Though I would death by
If
carbs.
you haven't been to Circo, or Churco as it's supposed to be pronounced, on
it is,
180th and Q.
180, 192nd and Q.
The focaccia bread is
Unsponsored, you guys.
It's like a
Just
$5.
wanted to say that it's unsponsored.
Yeah, it's $5, and it is the best appetizer bread. Other than the bread plate at Salted Edge is better, but it's also like $25.
Yeah. Now I will say I don't remember it. I know I've probably at some point eaten in Grisanti's before they closed. I don't really remember it. I've seen a lot of people on the Omaha Food Lovers group talk about how the Circo or the Churco focaccia bread is very, very similar to what Grisanti's used to be. I don't know. I can neither confirm nor deny that.
I don't think so at all.
In the back of my mind, I recognize the name Grisanti's, but
you know, that was popular in my neck of the woods in Lincoln because it was close, and that was like a nice place to go. It wasn't, but nothing back from the old days compares to the Cheddar Bay biscuits at Red Lobster when it was not like a piece of crap place to go eat.
they're undergoing some bankruptcy issues, but
Yeah, well.
I think you can buy the Cheddar Bay biscuit mix.
Yeah, well, I don't know, but whatever they did, the Cheddar Bay biscuits were fantastic.
You're not wrong.
Okay, so you're not answering the question.
Well, I started. I said either the bread plate from there, or we'll streamline it. I'll say,
Is that your
Churco.
side?
No, it's my appetizer. Like
Okay, I didn't say appetizer. I said
Okay, well, I'm
side
starting
on.
with it.
Okay, whatever.
And I don't know if this is sticking out in my head, and it's very possible that you will say something that will trigger out like a different memory, but probably because we just ate there, the bison fillet from Mahogany.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Close second, we went to the Boiler Room several weeks ago, and I've never had a crust on a steak like I had on that fillet.
Yeah.
So that I...
Well, we'll talk about some of those experiences here at the end.
Okay, well, close. So a steak from one of those two places, either
Okay.
the Boiler Room fillet or the bison fillet from Mahogany, and that would be a close second because I can just like eat that. I actually have some left over upstairs that now I'm thinking about because I didn't finish it on Friday.
Yeah.
And I'm absolutely gonna demolish that for lunch.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your side if it's not the bread?
And you're gonna be so mad that I say this because you're gonna be like, you stole that from me. The macaroni and cheese
no.
from
Don't.
Committee Room.
God, that's okay. That's not okay.
There's just something about it's creamy, but it's not like it's rich, but it's not so rich that you have to stop eating it.
Okay, so mac and cheese is really one of my favorite things.
It is.
And I'm a
in your mac and
connoisseur.
cheese era.
It's not an era, okay? I didn't realize mac and cheese was so great because growing up, nobody made me real mac and cheese. I had Easy Mac.
Yeah, well, I didn't even have Easy Mac. We weren't that rich. I had to make the whole box.
Okay, whatever. The Committee Chop House has like.
Hey, this is my pick.
Okay, then answer the question.
I did. So, Circo.
Okay, dessert,
Bread.
and drink.
Drink bottle of Austin Hope Cabernet.
Not a French 75.
No.
Little known fact, Claire loves a good French 75. She does her own twist with it, so we call it a Claire,
Claire 82.
It is fantastic.
I do love a French 75. If I was allowed to have like an appetizer drink and then like a dinner drink, then I would pick a French 75 to start with my
Okay.
bread. And then I would have a bottle of Austin Hope with my bison fillet.
Yeah, it's great. For the money, that is one of the best wines that I've ever had.
Agreed. Juggernaut's up there as well. I do like
those are not in the same price point.
No, not at all. What is it like? Z Alexander Brown? It's Zach Brown's wine.
Yeah, it's really
That's
good.
actually really, really good. But we'll do a whole podcast.
We'll probably do a whole podcast on the different echelons of the wines that we like and what is good in that 20 and 40 and 60 plus and $80 plus price range for the money.
That's about as high as we go, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty cheap when it comes to that stuff.
Well, I mean, there is a wine that we like that's like $9. So
Well, price and taste are not
All these, man.
completely
All these.
correlated.
and then for dessert, probably mahogany cheesecake
Yeah, it's
with
just
their Grand Marnier berries.
it's good.
I do like tiramisu though. I just like in general tiramisu. I like
When's the last time we had that?
for my parents' anniversary brunch.
That's been a while.
Yeah, we went to what place? I can't even remember what that place is.
Maybe we should go have some tiramisu for you because you
love
should have had it on your
tiramisu.
birthday and you
I
didn't.
do love tiramisu, but I love cheesecake.
All right.
I also, quite frankly, if people were like, "Hey, you've hit your budget, we got to get you something cheaper," Duncan Hines brownies, like from the box. And none of this cake-like brownie. Absolutely, do not add an egg. I want a fudge-like brownie that does not rise very much, and it is like maybe slightly undone in the center.
So we're going on 20 minutes on this question at this point.
That's my final answer.
All right, so I'm going to be a little.
Mark. Now that I've given you all of the best ideas,
a little more succinct, right? Like a lot more succinct. So I'm not going to do the appetizer because I don't think that that's part of the initial question. But I would do a ribeye, medium rare, probably mahogany. Fleming's is good too, but mahogany has got a fantastic ribeye. Bone-in tomahawk, medium rare, nice crust. Probably no toppings. I like a good Parmesan encrusted or hollandaise. If it was my last meal, I probably would do nothing though.
the medallion trio.
Oh yeah, man. Okay,
Rest in
this
peace.
is my question, Claire. You know, a lot of me says that I want hollandaise sauce and bacon wrapped asparagus for my side.
Oh,
But as Claire also pointed out, the Committee Chop House Gouda smoked mac and cheese. It's not even macaroni. It's ear pasta.
Yeah, orchiette. I don't know that I'm saying that correctly. They're like little ears.
Well, you're
They're
not
like
Italian. Anyway, that is like the best mac and cheese in town. I've had mac and cheese at every place I go. There's a lot of good mac and cheese in town. Blatt has a great mac and cheese.
Manhandler.
The Manhandler's mac and cheese that you can order off menu still is one of the best mac and cheeses in town.
It's like a secret menu item.
It is. It's not secret. They know exactly what it is.
Mark had it yesterday.
Order Manhandler's mac and cheese from the Blatt.
Which, total side note.
Fantastic.
Total side note, just as like an update to our lives. I do have to say this publicly. I drug Mark to the eye doctor yesterday.
Oh my God.
Because he has not had an eye exam in like 20 plus years. And I talked such a big game. I was like, just because you had LASIK does not mean that you don't need glasses, blah, blah, blah. And my eye appointment was before him. And I even trash talked him to the eye doctor. And I was like, oh my God, you're just going to have a heyday with him, right? No, I was wrong. His eyes are fine.
I still have 20/20 vision.
He does need readers, which, okay, that's age related.
Old.
But I literally poo talked him. Not really, but I just told the eye doctor, who's great, by the way. We go to Legacy Eye Care.
Fantastic.
They're fantastic from start to finish.
Super professionally run. Wow.
Non-sponsored.
Yeah.
And I happen to see Dr. Brewer, as now does Mark, and I don't know anything about the other doctor, but I'm sure she's great because they run a very successful business. But having that experience where I was like, oh my gosh, you are going to have a heyday with him. He hasn't seen the doctor. He hasn't seen an eye doctor. And he was even asking me, he's like, oh, is he averse to all medical professionals? I'm like, no, it's just specifically eyes. He just keeps saying, I don't need glasses. I don't need glasses. Guess what?
I don't need glasses.
He doesn't need glasses. So
I do. I just can't see anything within 6 inches of my face.
So the reason I bring that up is Mark had Manhandler's Mac yesterday because I felt guilty enough after I was like, oh, I can't.
She forced me to go to the eye doctor.
Well, I guess I'll make it up to you and I'll buy you some macaroni and cheese.
All right. So we were obviously digressing here, but the mac and cheese at Committee Chop House, fantastic. The mac and cheese at the Blatt Manhandler's Mac, fantastic. The mac and cheese at Mahogany is fantastic.
Yeah, because it's got lobster.
Lobster mac. I had it yesterday because I was so full on Friday.
You had a lot of mac and
finish
cheese
it.
yesterday.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So
what's your dessert? What's your drink of choice?
My drink of choice is hard because normally I would say, ooh, if I had unlimited drinks of that night, I'd do a rum and Coke. I love a good rum and Coke. Not Morgan. That's garbage. A good, solid, Appleton or something.
You're going to say an old fashioned.
I love it.
You're going to say a smoked old fashioned.
A smoked old fashioned with a really good bourbon is hard to beat. Really low on the syrup. I don't like extra syrup. I like less syrup. But that neat Hibiki wine or Hibiki bourbon or whiskey, Japanese whiskey. If you've never had really good whiskey, Japanese whiskey, Hibiki Japanese whiskey is phenomenal.
It's one of the only whiskeys that I will drink, other than a Jameson and Ginger.
Yeah, that's not quite the same.
No.
You don't even put ice in this whiskey. It's too good for that. And for the price point, it is phenomenal.
I don't know where in Omaha you can buy it, so don't...
Beer, wine, and spirits.
Don't add us, but...
It's fantastic. Dessert probably also would be mahogany cheesecake. I love cheesecake. But I like not
real cheesecake. Yeah,
I don't want sweet wheat. I don't want sweet wheat. I don't want sweet cheesecake.
I don't want real actual. And I don't know if it's New York style or just actual just baked cheesecake.
Plain cheesecake.
It's not crazy rich.
I want a raspberry puree or a blueberry puree just drizzled on top. I just want the cheesecake. I don't want it to be that sweet. I'm not a sweet tooth person anymore. Honorable mention. The old dessert at Johnny's before it died.
Oh, I know what you're gonna say.
It was basically the Mounds bar.
Yeah. Oh,
it was basically a homemade Mounds bar dessert they used to have at Johnny's Steakhouse here at Village Point. Yes. It is fantastic, and they don't have it anymore. And now that they're gone, they obviously don't have it anymore.
I should try because basically it was a coconut shortbread.
And you don't even like coconut.
No, well, I'm not a huge fan of it, but it was a coconut shortbread. And I had a layer of chocolate ganache. I think it was just plain vanilla ice cream. I don't think it was coconut ice cream. It just was perfection.
It was good.
They took it away, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, we ordered it every time.
Trying to close, or is that?
Well, we ordered it every time, and we actually rarely get dessert.
No, there's two places in town that we get dessert. One of them was Johnny's, and the other is Mahogany because I like the cheesecake.
All right, so that's my last meal. So okay, so to end everything, let's see where we are on time. We're doing well in time. So we've been to a few restaurants as of late. Claire had a birthday. I had a birthday. Let's go back to my birthday 2 months ago. We'll talk about that experience. We'll talk about the last couple of places we've been to. Omaha has really good restaurants.
Yes.
And
now,
for the size of town that we're so lucky that we have premium dining here.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think that we need
salivating so much. I need some chapstick.
Right. We need to go to obviously some more places, but let's.
We have a very long list, and maybe that'll be a podcast of places that we're like, hey, this is where we want to go. Tell us to do it or not.
For my birthday, we went to V-Mert's.
Yes.
And we've been there many times.
Not so many. It's
downtown, so it's far away.
For those that don't necessarily know us in our personal life, we live on like 230th, and V-Mert's is on like 9th.
Yeah, it's a long way. It's basically like driving to Lincoln.
So, and in full disclosure, both Mark and I are of drinking age. So when we go out to dinner, we are probably going to have a cocktail or share a bottle of wine. And so very, very often, we're always responsible, right? And so if we want to go and have this like great full experience of a restaurant
downtown, especially, then
we usually
we're staying.
Save it for when we stay downtown.
We're staying
because
downtown.
We're not going to drive 221 blocks back.
No,
when we've been drinking. So
no, we went to V-Mert's for my birthday. I got a steak.
We stayed downtown.
The charcuterie board was amazing. They do a good job. It's intimate. It's the drinks are amazing. It's worth the money. The
charcuterie board. This is something that we've recently been doing. Is like their cheese plate, or some places cheese plate, or they're like their charcuterie board.
What was better? Was that better than the boiler room?
It's just different. But we also had it at where else did we go that we had? No, I can't remember. We went someplace else that we did it, and I was like, oh, this is like literally nothing on this plate would I order, and it was all fantastic.
It was all good, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'm thinking of Boiler Room.
All right, so for your birthday, we went to Boiler Room.
We did.
Downtown.
We'd never been to before, and
only
obviously
heard really good things about it.
Yes. The chef there, whose name escapes me, and I think Tim Nichols, is that what it is?
I can't remember, but
look it up. But that
ambiance there is fantastic.
Yes, and we knew that it was one of those places that we're like, we have to go. We absolutely have to go.
It's a little off the beaten path downtown.
And that was part of it. I think keep talking and all.
But you walk in, you're on the second level when you walk in from the street. The kitchen's in the middle. You get to overlook. There's like a lofted seating area, and you can sit down below. We got this great seat right by
Tim Nicholson.
Yeah, we had this great seat for Claire's birthday when we overlooked like the whole sous chef area. Sous chef was making all the sides. Chef was checking all the food and plating. And the experience of watching that was awesome.
Yeah,
the food was just phenomenal.
Every level of professionalism. The chef physically touches every single plate. Like he's the one
inspecting
finishing
it. I mean, this is like full on like Gordon Ramsay Hell Kitchen. Like he just looks at everything, and if it doesn't have his seal of approval, he will change it or stop it.
I will probably say, and we've had the opportunity and the pleasure of going to some really great steakhouses here. For some reason, you're not aware of who we are. We live in Omaha, Nebraska, so like the Midwest, right? Like the
steak
meat
capital of the world.
Yeah. I don't know that I've ever had a crust on my steak better than at the Boiler Room.
Yeah, the whole experience was fantastic.
Yes. And it was... I don't want to downplay this by saying like, oh, it was just on the menu. Like it wasn't a special, right? It was just like their regular steak that was on their menu.
Yeah,
I had a filet. I'm sure he pumped that out multiple times that evening, like hundreds of times that evening. And it was still cooked to absolute perfection.
Yeah.
And I think we were blown away by the entire experience.
Yeah, it was absolutely worth the trip. I don't know that I would go down there and then drive home, but if I'm staying downtown...
Absolutely. I would like to go maybe when the weather was warmer, because there was
it was cold.
Of like, am I going to die by walking to this place from our hotel? But it was great.
Yeah, it was great.
We also have recently been to a few times actually Mahogany.
Yeah.
Their new location, and I'm sorry, like it just always is good.
The food at Mahogany is and the service is
service,
always
yes.
spot on. Whatever they do training their employees, I need to take the same class for my employees. Like, it is fantastic. And for the money, I think it's very much worth it. It's expensive, but like when you leave there, you feel like you
feel like you got your money's worth.
You got your money's worth. It's like experience.
We've also been to a couple of places, and we won't name names, but we've been to a couple of places where we're like, oh, you know what? Like, that would have been a good experience if the check was like $80 less or $60 less. I've never had that experience leaving Mahogany, even with their new location that some people don't love, and they kind of like changed their ambiance slightly. I like their food, their product, the entire experience is still spot on.
Yes. And so for me, even though Mahogany is a chain, it's a very small chain, but it is a chain, which I have a hard time with. That is the barometer that I gauge the rest of the food around.
I agree.
If you're at a restaurant that's really good, but you're getting to Mahogany pricing, but you're not getting Mahogany service, experience, or food quality, you just can't compete with that.
And I would put Fleming's in there. It's been a hot minute since we've been to Fleming's.
Yeah.
But the times that we have been there, we've done a few wine tastings there. So we've had some.
Yes, we have.
Some, I would say, not memorable experiences there because we literally couldn't remember them. We had a driver. You guys were very safe.
Yes.
I actually really, really want to go back because I just feel like
the ribeye there is also Mahogany level.
Yes.
I don't know that their service is quite that level, but also another chain, but they do amazing work every time.
Their atmosphere is amazing though, too.
Yeah.
It's that dark.
Yeah.
Now there are some places here that are on our list that we want to try, and we'll report back after we go. And then in the sake of research.
We did recently also do brunch for Claire's birthday. Also,
we did.
Downtown at Memoir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if you were around me during my birthday, there was like a literal 48-hour period where all I did was eat at restaurants that I wanted to.
Yeah.
Like 48 hours straight.
Yeah, it was a lot of dining that weekend.
Dinner, breakfast, lunch,
everything. Memoir does a really good job with their brunch. They do a really good job with their lunch. I've never been there for dinner.
No, we need to.
But their food has always been very impeccable. And if you don't know where it is, it's downtown. I can't tell you exactly where it is.
Something.
But the decor,
Jackson,
the service is good. Everything that I've eaten there is really worth the money.
The first time we went, I panic ordered, and somebody had told me that the French dip was really good. And I honestly do not know if I could tell you I've ever had a French dip in my entire life. And I panic ordered, and the waiter had come up, and I was like, "I'll do the French dip," and it was probably one of the best.
It was fantastic. Yeah,
sandwiches I've had.
Yeah, I had the steak all cut up over like that au jus soaked rice. It
like
was
the pesto.
Oh god, it was so good. So kudos for them. Whoever's training the staff, great job. It's a flagship restaurant. They do a great job. I haven't been to Clio yet. They say it's amazing.
We did when we went to Memoir the very first time. We did take food away because we were staying there, and so we took it to the hotel room with us.
Yeah, we did.
We thought we had a microwave in our hotel room. We didn't. We just had a fridge.
So we had to eat a cold pasta dish.
And it was still
pretty
amazing.
good. Yeah.
So I can only imagine how good it would be if it was hot. But
correct.
We'll go back for dinner and we'll report back.
Yeah. Very
we'll do
worth
like a
your time.
monthly check-in of like what our new favorite restaurant experiences have been.
So anyway, we love food. We talk about food a lot. Food Network is on in the clinic constantly because nobody despises food.
Yeah, nobody's offended by
nobody. It's an offense-free zone. So we love food. We'll probably have other podcasts, food related.
Speaking of food, I feel like I want to go eat some right now. So
yeah.
So as always, not that we really post about this that much, but maybe we should. I don't know. Let us know in the comments. But if you want to check us out on the World Wide Web, we're at www.coreomaha.com. Facebook, we are Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. And Instagram, we're Core Omaha.
And we love food.
Yeah. And if somehow somebody wants to invite us to a restaurant and we'll give you our review, then let us know for like the 10 people who are listening.
We regularly have 30 to 50 people.
Oh, yeah. If one of the 30 to 50 people listening happened to be like a chef or
we just passed 900 downloads.
That's exciting.
That's not bad.
I know. We're going to have like a little party for 1,000. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm Claire.
I'm Mark.
And we're out.
Yeah.